One question. Hey man, if you're so tough, why did it take you 2 punches to knock your wife out?
Oh, no.
Stop it! Stop it!
The movie kicks off with Case Walker walking into the cage like he owns the place. No fear, no hesitation, just pure focus. The bell rings and this dude turns into a machine. Every punch, every kick, clean, fast, and ruthless. His opponent tries to fight back, but Walker's too quick, too sharp. Within seconds, the crowd's losing their minds. And the fight? Over before it even starts. During the break, Case is cooling off in his corner, sweat dripping, breathing steady. His coach walks up like, "Hey, slow it down. Stretch this fight, make it last a couple more rounds." But Case? He's not built for that. He fights on instinct, not on orders. Round 2 starts, and the moment that bell rings, boom! Case unleashes hell. One clean shot, lights out. Fight over. Crowd goes wild. But instead of celebrating, his coach loses it. Fires him right there in the cage. Later that night, while Case is packing up his stuff, an old face shows up. Brody James, his boy from way back. Brody tells him about this massive upcoming tournament that could change everything. He's got a manager now, Micah, and he's about to face a monster named Braga, a cold, emotionless machine who breaks bones for fun. Brody's like, "I need you, Case. Be my trainer." But Case shakes his head. "Walk away, Brody. Some fights ain't worth it." That hits Brody hard. He leaves, angry and drunk, trying to drown the disappointment. Case stays behind, but he overhears a group of shady guys talking about setting Brody up. A street fight for views. Cut to the parking lot. Brody's outside talking to a girl when those same punks roll up, trying to start trouble. Before things go south, Case steps in, wipes the floor with them, and saves his old friend. Later that night, he crashes at Brody's place. Morning comes, and Brody's standing over him like, "Come on, man, train me." This time, Case gives in. "All right, let's do it." Fast forward, they're on a flight to Thailand. The vibe, all business. The tournament's no joke. Cameras flash at the press conference and Braga walks in. Calm, dangerous, unpredictable. But when a reporter brings up his ex-wife, something in him snaps. He flips the table, wrecks the room, and storms off while security holds him back. Brody's watching all this go down thinking, what the hell did I just sign up for? Meanwhile, Case hits the gym. Focused, grounded. There, he runs into Maddie, Brody's old coach, who's not too happy about being replaced. But Case doesn't care for drama. He builds his own training setup out of tires, ropes, and wood. Old school style. Then comes Cobra, a local fighter with an ego the size of the ring. He's showboating, knocking guys down left and right. When he sees Case minding his business, he walks over, starts running his mouth, trying to get under his skin. Brody introduces Case, but Cobra ain't impressed. He challenges him to a fight. Brody's like, "Nah, man, Case is just coaching." But Cobra keeps talking smack, until Case finally stands up and says, "All right, let's see what you got."
Fucking EMT, man. The old school's about to get... Dude, I can't wait for Cobra to wreck this dude.
Turn them fucking phones off. People want to see me, they gotta pay.
You gonna listen to me? Okay? Take it easy there, all right?
You fucking waste them. Don't pretend like you don't want them out of here, too.
Cobra steps into the ring full of confidence, but that ego doesn't last long. Case moves like lightning. Calm, precise, deadly. One brutal combo later, crack. Cobra's ribs snap, and he drops to the mat gasping for air. Fight's over. Maddie rushes in, furious, and sends Cobra straight to the hospital. That's when Hugo, the big boss of the gym, shows up with his business partner, Micah. Hugo's all fake smiles, acting like he cares about Cobra. But everyone knows he's only here for the money. The kind of guy who sees fighters as cash machines. He looks at Case and says, "You're wasting your time coaching. Step in for Cobra. Fight in the championship." Case doesn't even hesitate. Not interested. He's had bad history with Hugo, and he's not about to play puppet again. Then a young fighter named Taj speaks up, hungry, confident. "I'll take Cobra's place." Hugo laughs it off, but Case gives him a shot. During the spar, Case stays defensive, letting Taj move, teaching him, testing him. But Hugo cuts it short, unimpressed that it wasn't violent enough. A few days later, Micah invites Case out on a date. He shows up old school, flowers in hand. Turns out she's a single mom trying to hold life together. For the first time in a while, Case lets his guard down. But the night takes a turn when Micah admits she dug into his past. Found out about his prison time. That hits him hard. He walks away, disappointed. Across the street, Maddie's watching the whole thing, curiosity written all over his face. Later, Hugo meets up with Brody and Maddie at a fancy restaurant. He questions whether Brody's ready to face Braga, and slides a not-so-subtle suggestion across the table. Steroids. Brody hesitates but doesn't say no. Then Maddie drops a bomb, tells Brody that Case is dating Micah, the same woman who once rejected him. That flips a switch. Brody calls Case out for a training session, but it's no spar. He swings wild, angry, jealous, trying to hurt him. Case blocks, stays calm, and finally shuts him down.
Don't let him get set.
For the chicken wing.
Micah shows up later full of guilt, apologizing for digging into his past. Case forgives her, no drama, just honesty. Days pass and Brody reaches out. He's tired, broken inside. Over lunch, he opens up, tells Case about the pressure, the drugs, Hugo's manipulation, and Braga's terrifying reputation. "Part of me wants to quit," he says. "But if I win this fight, maybe everything changes." Case tells him straight, "If your heart's not in it, don't fight." But Brody decides to go through with it anyway. The next day, one of Hugo's men corners Case, offering him a fat stack, $1 million, to take Cobra's place. Case refuses. He's done being used. Hugo doesn't take rejection well. Hours later, an old video of Case hits the internet, him fighting off cops during an arrest. The footage goes viral in Thailand. Overnight, Case becomes a headline. Violent ex-con fighter. Reporters swarm the hotel. Cameras everywhere. Micah finds him panicking. She sneaks him out and drives him to one of Hugo's private villas, away from the chaos. She begs him to fight not for the money, but for redemption. Case still says no. Fighting's not the problem. It's what comes with it. Back at the gym, Hugo brings in a new trainer for Brody, a psycho who pushes him past his limits. During one brutal session, Brody collapses. Doctors confirm the worst, Torn knee ligaments, surgery needed. Tournaments off the table. Hugo uses that moment to strike again. He offers Case the same deal. $1 million to fight in Brody's place. But this time, Case accepts. Not for fame or cash, for Brody. That night, as he's cooking dinner with Micah, something clicks. The injury, the timing, it all feels too perfect. Case starts to suspect Hugo's behind it. Later, he sneaks into the gym after hours, breaks into the new trainer's locker, and boom, finds text messages proving everything. Hugo paid the trainer to injure Brody on purpose. Case gathers everyone, Micah, Maddie, Taj, and lays it all out. Hugo and Braga have been rigging fights, using guys like Brody and Cobra as disposable pawns for profit. Enough is enough. From that moment, Case goes all in, training like a beast, preparing for war. The tournament's coming, and this time, it's personal. When the big day arrives, the energy is electric. Cameras flash, fans roar, legends like Tony Jaa show up to witness it all. Even Tony gives Case a nod. Pure respect. But Case isn't waiting for the main event. Before the official match even starts, he walks straight up to Braga and provokes him. Hugo panics. He knows Case is trying to ruin his setup. Braga snaps, one wrong word, and the beast inside him erupts. He throws the first punch. Case blocks. The crowd's not even seated yet, and chaos explodes before the tournament even begins.
Hey, Braga! What's your problem? One question. Hey, man, if you're so tough, why did it take you 2 punches to knock your wife out?
Stop it! Stop
After the chaos settles, Hugo storms toward Case, furious, shouting about lawsuits and money lost. He's red-faced, spitting threats, claiming Case just ruined his entire event. But Case doesn't flinch. He stands tall, calm as ever, and drops the hammer, pulling out the evidence that exposes everything. Texts, payments, receipts, all proving Hugo paid that trainer to take Brody out. The whole room freezes. Reporters, fighters, staff, everyone's staring. Hugo's mask slips. That fake charm, gone. He's finished. His empire collapses in front of the same crowd he tried to control. Case looks him dead in the eye and says, "You don't own fighters. You use them, and that ends today." Security drags Hugo out, humiliated and defeated. Moments later, Brody shows up, limping but proud. He walks over, places a hand on Case's shoulder, and says, "You didn't just fight for me. You fought for every one of us." The two share a quiet nod. No words needed. It's respect, loyalty, brotherhood, the kind built through pain and redemption. As the camera pans out, Case finally walks out of the arena, not as a fighter chasing glory, but as a man who found his peace. And that's how it ends.